Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here back for another video. In this video, I am doing a collective love reading for all water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. This is for you. Keep in mind that this is collective and will not resonate for everyone. Some of it can resonate and the rest of it won't. Sometimes none of it will resonate. Um, but I do feel like you can take something from any reading, even from other people here that are doing readings as well. So this is more so going to be about why they're not contacting you, the energy that they're kind of in, um, and when you may hear from them. Keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only and is not at all to substitute for any legal, financial, medical, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. Free will is the way of life, and we're all in control of our own destinies in the end. Sorry, you probably can notice that I'm distracted. That's my dad texting me. He thinks he's funny, um, but anyway, nobody wants to text and call until I'm doing something. I promise, it's every time. But okay. If you want a private reading or anything, all of that is going to be linked in the description box below. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So I'm going to start with a few tarot cards here. And then we're also going to get some love messages. Please leave a like. It pushes the video out to more people. Subscribe if you're new. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. Now, when I see the King of Wands, I think somebody that feels that they can get what they want or that they can get their way. Doesn't mean that they don't care about you, but they are headstrong, I feel, and they are very authority like, I would say. And not just because it's some fire energy here, but because to me, that's just how I've always read that. The King of Wands, like, they know what they want and they're going to get it. And they're not going to stop at anything to get it. They're very passionate and they don't give up easily on certain things. So let's see. We have the Emperor. So more fire. At least I associate that with fire. I don't know about anybody else, but more fire energy. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. So Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo could be in other areas of their chart or yours, or just the energy your connection is in or needs to be in. Okay. And you also have Judgment. So this person could be being very critical over the connection and over themselves as well, over their authority. I feel like they may not be taking the lead as much as they should. So they know that they need to be talking to you for the most part. But I also feel like they are trying to be logical when it comes to the connection as well. So they're kind of thinking with their heads and not really their heart. They could even be like very aggressive. So even if you are like a female dealing with a female or whatever the case may be here, which everybody is welcome on my channel. I am an advocate. So, but I just want to put that out there because, but I don't want people to take things the wrong way. And I lost my thought trying to clear stuff up. So now I have to think. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but if it's important, it will come back out. But I just feel like they're trying to get something here. Mm. Oh yeah, I was trying to say that even if that's the case, like this is somebody with very masculine energy, even if they are female or whatever the case may be. Again, we all have a balance of feminine and masculine energy. Some have more than others. For example, you could have more masculine than feminine, whether you're male or female, vice versa. So, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Okay, so I paused that there because somebody blew a horn, which this stuff never happens until I'm recording. I'm telling you, like, and this is a very small neighborhood. Everybody knows everybody pretty much. So I don't know who they were blowing at, but I appreciate you interrupting my video. Thank you. But that could have also been a sign as well for you guys. So they could be trying to get your attention sooner or later, or maybe they have tried to and they failed. But Knight of Swords. So like I was saying, I just did a reading for air signs, the same reading or the same style of reading, whatever you want to call it. And the Knight of Cups, I think, came up. So if you want to watch that, you can watch that. But like I was explaining there, the knights are always fighting for something. And in this case, this person could be fighting for some mental clarity, or this could be you about the connection. But this is about something coming at you fast as well. So I feel like we are not at the time frame portion of this yet, but we could be, that's a notification from TikTok, it looks like, but if you heard that vibration, but it looks like they could be possibly getting in touch with you soon, or coming at you fast, or moving at a faster pace in the connection coming up. But again, this isn't the time frame portion yet, but it looks like it wants to come up a little bit early, but we'll see once we get there. But yeah, that is the tarot. And now I'm going to get to Romance Angels. And then this wants to pop up, forgiving and learning. As you released and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So it looks like, and the Judgment is staring me right in the face. The Judgment is also about looking over the past as well, and it's also about the past returning. So for some of you, this could be an ex, somebody that you've had a long history with, that you dealt with a long time ago, or for some of you, you could have just recently fell out of contact, but take it as it resonates. But as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I already read that. Don't know why I'm reading it again. Maybe you guys needed to hear it again. But to me, this is, and with the Judgment there, this is all about somebody fighting to not focus on the past of a situation or the connection. And it could be both of you. There needs to be some forgiveness here and a chance to learn from these lessons, or from the situations that you guys have been through in the past, and not holding it up over your heads. And I feel like this person could be holding something up over you for the most part. It could be the other way around, but I'm feeling the person that's watching this, you're feeling like this person is holding something up over your head. Either you're feeling like this, or they actually are doing it. Could be both. And what did I tell you? I just pulled that, and I said this could be an ex. Release your ex. The time is coming to clear your energy. So I feel like you could be overly focusing on this. This does not mean the person won't get back in touch with you, because I do feel like they will, especially with that Knight of Swords there. But to me, this is saying at this time to not focus on it so much. And this could be not even like a person necessarily you need to release. We are talking about a person here since we're doing a love reading, but when I see this card, sometimes it can mean you're needing to release an ex situation, not the person, but a situation from the past with the person, like I was just explaining before this came out. I feel like for some of you, this is about needing to release your ex, in the sense of they're not your ex. This is a person that you are still in somewhat in some ways tied with, not just spiritually, but this person could be in and out of your life, possibly somebody you have unfinished business with. That's how I'm reading it. I'm intuitive, so do keep that in mind. I don't read specifically just what's on the card. Sometimes if I feel called to, but I feel like this is meaning something else right now. And trust me, if I felt it was meaning to actually release your ex, um, I would definitely tell you. Okay, so wait a second. I feel like, oh, I'm trying to figure out what am I doing. Oh, I'm trying to get the right cards here. All right, so let's see here. We're gonna get a fortune reading card here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this one since it's clinging onto my hands. Phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So you probably have went through a lot with this person. That's more fire energy. There is some air sign energy here too with the Knight of Swords, but I feel like this is more so like a fire type of connection here. Fire element being presented mostly with that King of Wands and the Emperor and the Phoenix card here. To me, this is saying, again, you have renewed, and then we talked about the past with the Judgment. We talked about releasing your ex there, and which for some people it can mean to literally let them go and move on. But in this case, for most people, I am feeling like this is you needing to not focus on the past regarding a specific person, this person, and focus on the present moments with this person. Um, it says, I already read this. Why do I keep rereading things? It could be some signs you're not paying attention to. That could be why. But um, I feel like your connection is possibly going to be renewed. It's going to be more passion. I feel like this person is already being passionate, but they have kind of slowed down with that. And like I said before, with the Knight of Swords, something is going, it's in here somewhere. Something's going to be picked back up very fast, and that could be the communication, or maybe you picking back up off where you left, or something to that extent. Um, okay, so here come the love messages. We're starting with V Love and Crystals, V Love and Tarots. Text from the X does not have to be an X, just the name of the deck, and it could be really for any type of connection. Um, Two different channels, by the way, same person. Don't know if I said that because I said her two channels. And you can find any of her decks that I do mention. You will be able to find them on Etsy, and I am going to link them below. Okay. Things got too messy. So this person kind of ran away because, like it says, things got too messy. They felt like things were disorganized. They felt like it was too much drama in the mix. Even if they may have caused it, it just became enough for them, and they're kind of like not having a lot of tolerance for whatever happened for you guys to separate, or even if nothing happened, it's just they feel like either things got messy or they were about to. I need to move on, but we still have unfinished business. So remember I said unfinished business. It's a I need to move on type of thing, but I don't feel like they're ever truly going to 100% move on. So yes, it's I need to, but will they is the question. Um, but yeah, and it could be you feeling this way as well. I was confident. I didn't know what? That says confused. So I don't know why I said confident. Now again, spirit will make me say things out of nowhere like that, make me read things the wrong way. But anyway, I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted. Okay, and then you also have I wrote text but never sent them. So that's also kind of like, I want to say piles so bad because I mostly do pick a card readings on my channel. But I wrote you text but and never sent them. So what this is saying is that they wrote text and they never sent them. They maybe have drafts in their phone, messages written on their notepad, or just in their messages, even under your name, whether social media or your phone number, whatever the case may be. But they have erased them and never sent them, or they still got them and just never had the courage to send them. They don't know if they should, they don't know if the message will make sense. They're having second, thoughts about the messages. So they have a moment where they feel very drawn and connected to wanting to say something to you, and then they pull back because they're like, you know what, maybe this isn't the time, maybe this doesn't, this isn't the correct message to send, things like that. So now we are going to get to this deck here. This is the Andromeda Skies Love Oracle by Andromeda Skies Tarot. She's also on Instagram, and pretty much everybody that I'm mentioning here is on Instagram and YouTube. There's so much I want to tell you. So yeah, they even wanted to share like successes with you in these messages. They wanted to kind of invite you over or wanted to hang out with you, things like that. Yeah, some of this is kind of like the air signs reading that I just did. So if you want to check that out, it'll be uploaded before this one though, actually. There's a mess. It wasn't that particular card, but it was in a different deck, I believe. Okay. I forgot what sign we were doing. I mean, what element we were doing for a minute. Water signs, I believe, is what I said. But I have sexual fantasies about you. And then I want to get one more from this deck. I abandon people to make myself feel important. So that could be another reason why they've kind of disappeared with not contacting you. They're maybe being selfish. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a bad thing. Okay, so I did pause there because of that crazy sound. It is an alert. I'm logged into my other job right now. It is an alert letting me know that I'm needing to be logged in, even though I'm already logged in. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But next we have the Painted Love Oracle, Painted Love Messages. This is also by V Love and Tarot, V Love and Crystals. Same person, two different channels. So that's the first one that came out. I'm counting the days until I can see you again. So they do miss you and they do want to see you, and they have been kind of thinking about it. The truth is not too far behind. Let me see. Yeah, there's so much I want to tell you. They'll be telling you some things. I feel like you can trust it. Okay, all of these different baby. Okay, so I think something may have happened with the storage, but this is the card we were on. Baby, can't you see what you do to me? I think I was only doing 3, but I'll go ahead and pull another one here. Finish what you started. So they feel like you started this connection, or there's something that you have started here, and they're wanting you to kind of stay committed or kind of follow through with something here. And you're probably like, the nerve of them. But do remember, it does, and I'm not saying something here is your fault. But do remember it does take two to make or break a relationship. Um, Now, sometimes it can be one person causing most of the trouble, but you know. So now we're on. All right, so I had to clear my storage and delete the other videos that well, I uploaded them and then deleted them. But I'm back. So we were on this deck here. So I'm getting some more messages. So again, this is for water signs. Okay, this one wants to come up. To gracefully let go of control and allow the universe to do its thing, one must trust in the divinity of this connection. I do. So this is something that you're needing to remember. Both parties here, you and this person that you're asking about here, that you're focused on. Both of you may want, there could be some stubborn energy here where both of you want to control the connection, and not necessarily control like in that type of way, but control as in trying to um, force things to happen. So I feel like you guys have to step out of that, um, and just let the universe do its thing when it comes to your connection. They have the connection protected. They got it. You don't really have to do too much, is what this is trying to say. So that's advice more so than a message from them, but that could also be a message from them as well. I honor your life force energy, and I honor mine as well. Our interactions gave me opportunity to heal my deep core wounds. I don't know what it is with me talking lately, but or my reading lately, but gosh. And then I don't know why I'm supposed to stop at 3, but I'm doing another one. This is a flame that will always be present. What to do about this is the only question. So this could be a twin flame connection here. That has a lot of life force energy. It's very connected. It's very strong. It sparks up a lot, I feel. Like a lot of different feelings, even on a physical level that maybe you guys have never felt before. All right. So next up is my Lover's Dream Oracle. This is created by me. It is available on sale for Etsy. Every other message deck that I've used is on Etsy as well by other people. I'll have it linked in the description box below. I struggle with opening up and displaying my emotions. Our kids would be beautiful. Yeah, so check out Aquarius, because that is not, why do I want to keep saying Aquarius? Air signs, not just Aquarius, but the air signs reading that I'm doing on this, that I have already done on this subject, they have that same message. And then this wants to come out, you make me smile. And then this one, well, there's 2 stuck to that one, so I'm going to reshuffle that. This happens, at least especially in the winter months. So like when it starts to get cold, I know we're in fall, but it is like getting cold here off and on. They start to stick together. Okay, sex with you is amazing. So that could spark up a lot as well. So again, that's my deck, and again, it's Lover's Dream Oracle on Etsy. And the next one is also mine as well, Love on the Brain Oracle. And again, I have my decks marked down. I've had them marked down for a while. They're not selling. If you know somebody that would like to have a deck like this, or they do readings, say, hey, Get the Soul makes decks, and I think you would like this. I really appreciate it. So I want it all with you. And yes, my decks do have a balance of both shadow messages and positive messages. So you won't only just get what you want to hear, You understand me like no other. But in the event that you do get those types of cards, it's meant for you. And we aren't compatible. So at one point, this person could have felt like that you weren't compatible, because now they feel like you are understanding them on a deeper level than anybody has ever before. So temporarily, they did think we're not compatible. Or maybe you might not even be astrologically compatible, but that does not mean you're not compatible at all. That just means you're not astrologically compatible. Compatible. God, I can't talk. Can't talk. Can't talk. I don't know what it is. Okay, and now get a couple of cards from here. And I want to say I have a video on, well, I did a YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram video for some of these decks. So some of them are not on my YouTube channel as far as like reviews and unboxings. No. Okay, so what are we saying no to here? Maybe you have finally started to say no. Setting boundaries may be something you guys need to do in the connection from both parties, or you or the other person. Following through with those boundaries. Should I stay? Oh, so maybe you're trying to figure out if you should stay or not, and the answer could be no, at least for now. Unrequited love. Somebody is feeling like they're not loved. This person may not be showing you enough love here. For others of you, this can mean that this person really does not love you deeply. But because of the rest of the reading, I feel like this is more so tied to you're feeling like something is not being reciprocated. So it makes it seem like this person does not care or love you. Okay, so I don't know if I pulled any of these because I meant to in the air signs reading, but moving forward, thought I heard something. I probably did. I'm going to try to include this since we're in the fall season. For the remainder of the fall, I'm trying to use this deck. So, extraordinary. I feel like they're going to start coming to you in extraordinary ways to show you that they love you so that you no longer feel this up over you. Because I feel like this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like they're not doing anything or doing enough to get that attention or to yeah. And then you have vibrancy. So this person does notice you. This person again, you do make them smile, and your smile radiates, and it is something that they love to see. So yeah, I do feel like they are going to start showing you more how they feel, so that you won't feel this way. And that's pretty much it. I am going to do a time frame here again for when you may hear from them. Again, this is not going to resonate with every single person on the planet, so just keep that in mind. Could be soon after, could be before, but I'm just going to focus on whatever comes up. That was a few cards, so I'm going to put those back. I'm glad they almost fell on the floor, and I'm glad they didn't. Okay, so what is this? After a hard time. So yeah, some of the time you won't get a time frame, you'll get advice in this particular deck. So this person could be going through a hard time right now and they're trying to get that situated. This could be outside of the connection, not like meaning with another person, but like in their own personal life. Maybe family issues, money issues, work issues, trouble with a car. They're too focused on something else. And speaking of car, I wasn't even looking at that. There's a car in the snow there. Okay, so there's another card that dropped on the floor, which may possibly give you more of a direct time frame. If not, that's just Spirit's way of saying you don't need to know when, but they should be reaching out to you. And the card that fell on the floor, it's time to make a plan. And you have the color blue here a lot. Well, within these two cards for the most part, mostly. And Yeah. And that's like your throat chakra. It could explain why I kept reading things completely backwards. Um, Sometimes I can just be ditzy, but yeah. So time to make a plan. I do feel like they will try to get with you to make plans to see one another, to hang out. Um, I think that's what the plans are representing here at this point. But yeah, so that is what I have for you guys. Please make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new. The likes help push the video out to other people. If you like a private reading, make sure you look in the description box below.